Hey everybody, welcome back to another WVGunsNGoats video. Tonight we're out here for part 2 of our 3-part video series on the Shinenyx AIM 101. This is a digital night vision and thermal fusion weapon sight. And if you're interested in all the specs and features of this optic, please check out part 1. You can find that linked in the description below. Tonight we're here on the short range, and then we will be on the long range as well. We've got it mounted to our Ruger Precision rimfire rifle here, and I'm going to be using this tri-adapter here to mount my camera to the back of the optic so I can show you step by step how to sight your optic in. Don't worry, it's super easy to do. After that, we're going to mount it on a 5.56 and take it to the long range. And that part of the video is actually going to be filmed with the optic itself because this has onboard video recording. So let's go ahead and get to it. But before we get started, as always, I'd like to ask you to headbutt that subscribe button to join the herd here at WVGunsNGoats. Now, the nice thing about this optic being digital is you can actually take it out during the daytime and sight it in. You don't have to worry about damaging the optic. Now we are ready to take our first sight-in shot. We've got our crosshair almost aligned on our target there. But let's go ahead and take that spotter shot. Now that we have our spotter shot fired, we're going to go into the menu and access the crosshair vertical and horizontal adjustments to move our crosshairs to our bullet hole. And I have changed the color of the crosshair using the reticle color option here to cycle through the crosshairs, because the yellow is nice on this darker target, but because the backer to the target is a lighter color, we're going to use this purple. Scroll over here to the crosshair adjustment, vertical and horizontal position. Now you want to keep the rifle as still as possible here, but what's nice about this, when you go to make these adjustments, let me make this vertical one first. It's going to show it to you better. We have a ghost crosshair that appears. Do you see that blue crosshair? Well, that's going to stay at your original crosshair position to let you know just how much you've moved that crosshair, and to also allow you to keep it on the center of your target while you make your adjustments. And it looks like we just need a little bit of horizontal here. And we can see we're about over that sighter shot. All right, we've got our crosshair back on the center of the target. Let's go ahead and shoot our next shot. All right, it's pretty much right there at the bullseye, just a little bit to the right. We'll go ahead and go in here and make another adjustment. We'll turn our crosshair back to yellow. All right, we are right there on the bullseye. And that is how simple it is to sight in the AIM 101. Let's go ahead and look at our target under zoom. This is 1x, 2x, and 4x. Let's take a shot at 4x. I have repaired the target. Now we're going to go through the various thermal image modes that the AIM 101 has, and we're going to do a little bit shooting under each thermal mode. You saw the digital night vision. That's what we're starting at here. We're going to go straight into our first thermal overlay mode. So the cool thing about this being thermal is you can see the holes in the target from the bullet heating up the cardboard as it passes through. Here's our second thermal overlay mode. And here we have a pure thermal mode. The shoot and see target doesn't really show up the best under this mode, but we're going to take some shots at it. The cool thing is you see that bullet hole again. I never knew that happened under thermal until I was just shooting this scope here. And now we're back to digital night vision. Now we're going to shoot the steel plates under thermal. Hey everybody, in this part of the video, we have taken the AIM 101 off of our Ruger Precision rimfire that we use to show you how to sight the optic itself in, and we have put it on a 5.56 Aero Precision build here. Now we are at the longer yardage tonight. We have a steel target down at 50 yards, which we're gonna sight in on, and then we're gonna move back to 100 yards. We will be filming the shooting footage tonight using the AIM 101's onboard video capabilities. We're not looking through it this time with an iPhone, but the reason I had to do that for the first part of this video was that the menu items, when you're using the onboard recording, do not show up in the final video. So the footage you see tonight will be filmed with the AIM 101 so you can get an idea of the video quality that it gives you. So let's go ahead, load up, and get some shooting done. Okay, so we are pretty much on at 50 yards. Let's go ahead and move back to 100 yards. Let's try out the other thermal modes. All right, everybody, here's the advantage that the AIM 101 has. Can you see the deer downrange? She's down there. Do you see her yet? There she is, right by the tree. We can pick her up on our thermal overlay. There she is on the second thermal overlay. And now you should be able to really see her right there on full thermal. There you have it, everybody. How to sight in the Shinenyx AIM 101. In the first part of this video, we showed you how to use the on-scope menu items to get the optic sighted in, and how easy it was to sight it in a minimum number of shots. Then we brought it out here to the longer range. It required very little adjustment to go from our sight in on the 22 LR to a 50-yard zero on the 5.56 here. In fact, I didn't need to make any adjustments to still make hits on that 100-yard plate when we moved back. Now, of course, you can always take it out, sight it in on a paper target, and get it really precise, but it was nice to just go from 50 to 100 and still be able to make those hits on target. If you'd like to check out all of the optics that Shinenyx makes, you can check them out at www.shinenyx.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. The part 3 video is going to be a comparison of this optic to an ATN X sight, as well as a dedicated thermal by AGM. So stay tuned for that video. And if you'd like to see part 1, as I said in the beginning of this video, it's going to be linked down in the description. This has been another WV Guns and Goats video, everybody. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you're not out there having fun shooting, what are you doing?